Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, just in case you didn't know, now you do. And today we're going to talk about goals, stretch goals to home stretch goals to get to the end of 2020 and feel like we accomplished something, anything, literally anything. So this isn't my original idea. I got this from Hannah Witten. She's a British YouTuber and she talks about goals a lot on her channel. But she recently did a video about her home stretch goals, and so honestly, I think it's a great idea. I think just giving yourself something, you know, small, anything small to latch onto to get through the end of the year. At this present moment in time, you know, we're still waiting on election results in the US and have really no idea what the rest of the year is going to look like in terms of the global pandemic and what our plans are. And basically it's just a matter of like, what can we do to get through to the end of the year, you know? So I've made some small achievable goals that are time bound to the end of the year. And I don't know what the R in SMART is for, but anyway, SMART goals. I've made SMART goals that are going to be easy to achieve, I hope, and we'll see how it goes. I will check in with you in January and we'll set the goals for 2021, or maybe just like the first 2 months, because who knows, you know, what life will be like next year, you know? Anyway, so goal number 1 for me is to be more consistent on this YouTube channel. I would like to be posting 2 videos a week. 1 vlog and 1 sit-down video like this, where we sit and chat like this. I really enjoy making the vlogs, and you guys seem to really enjoy them as well, because to be honest, those ones are quite chill. You just kind of follow me around. You see how boring my life is, as some people really like to point out. But yeah, I just want to make those studio vlogs because I love it when I can see the behind the scenes of someone's business. And so I want to share that with you guys. I run basically 3 separate businesses at this point. And all of them are sort of like separate things. Like one is very computer focused, one is very creative, and the other one is this. So I'd like you to see the behind the scenes of all of that, even though it's basically just my life. And yeah. So 2 videos a week, 1 vlog and 1 sit down, and I would like to do that until the end of the year, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to do Vlogmas because, to be honest, I couldn't keep up with that even if I tried, and I burned out about 2 weeks in and I stopped making videos. So I think 2 videos a week will be great. Next on the list is something I've been putting off for a long time, and probably the hardest one to achieve in the next 2 months, and that is to design a new bag prototype. So I have been making tote bags for my business, like big oversized plus size friendly tote bags that are made out of recycled leather with huge long handles. They are super helpful, they're very sturdy, but they're boring. They have no pockets, they have no lining, none of this. So I want to level up and bring something new, and I want to design a new bag. I think it'll probably be something equally as practical, but probably like a crossbody bag or something like that. I have all of the materials here. I've purchased them all. It's just a matter of sitting down and prototyping it and thinking about, like, you know, how will this work with certain types of leather? Can I make it with faux leather? Because faux leather frays on the back if it's fabric back. So, you know, all of those things. But I would really like to at least design the bag and make a prototype before the end of the year. Goal number 3 is do 4 shop updates. So that would be 1 every other week until the end of the year. I may move the ones in December up so they're both done in the first 2 weeks. But I have a ton of products and I like putting them up in small batches because it feels less overwhelming for me. Because I'm the one who does everything. I have to take all the photos, I have to do all the descriptions, etc. And I would like to get them up on my site. I would also like to get them some new things on my Etsy store. I basically shut it down and stopped putting things up there and took everything off because I never get sales on there, and so what's the point in maintaining it? But who knows, we'll see. I'm not really a huge fan of Etsy in terms of selling your items, at least if you have an online store as an option. But that's just me, and it is good for other people, so, you know. Anyway, I want to do 4 shop updates. I want to release all of the new things I've been making but have just been sitting around, and I want you to see them all, and I would like you to buy them all, but if you don't, that's fine too, so yeah. Alright, my dogs are barking like absolute mad upstairs. As usual, they're alone up there, and they bark at literally everything that's going on. So, goal number 4 is to only order food to be delivered Monday to Friday, or not Monday to Friday, sorry. Goal number 4 is to only order food to be delivered on the weekends. So lately, and this has been a trend for like the last 2 months, I guess, I've been ordering food pretty much daily to my house. And when you are at home all the time, it's a lot. And it's producing a ton of garbage, a ton of waste, because I don't end up eating it all, and nobody else wants to eat it in my house. Everything comes in freaking styrofoam these days. Like, I don't understand. Like, could you at least get cardboard containers? But I'm also spending like $30 a day on delivery, and that's ridiculous. It's so much money. Obviously, like, I can afford to do it. I just don't want to, and it makes me feel very wasteful when I do buy that much delivery. It tastes so good though, and I just need to get better at cooking things and having things prepared. I only want to order delivery when I'm on the weekends, so, you know, order a pizza, or I order lunch to the store I work at all the time, because it's easier to order the food to the store than actually go in the back, which is the bathroom, the break room, and the storage room all at once to microwave food. I just don't feel safe having my open food walked through the store and when there's people in there. And to be honest, I don't eat when there are people in the store, so I often have to like be eating, close it up, come back to it a little bit later, and I just find that easier when it's takeout, you know, or delivery. So I would like to only get delivery on the weekends, and I'm hoping it'll help me with my next goal, which is to save $500 total between my 2 savings accounts. I am really bad at saving money. Like, I put the money in, then I take the money out. Then I put the money back in, then I take the money back out. And I'm like, oh, it's out of my emergency fund. That's meant to be back and forth a lot. No, it's not. It's meant to be for actual emergencies, not, I want to get food, so I'm going to use that money, which is how I use it now. So I have 2 savings accounts. One is for purchasing an RV, and the goal for that one is to get to $1,000. Obviously, like, I don't have just $1,000 to put in there, so every time, the way my Coho account works is I put money in the account, and then it automatically withdraws money from that to put into the savings accounts. So what I do is I set aside all my money for my bills in my main bank account. And so, like, I set aside my car payment, my car insurance, give my mom my rent, etc. I do all those things, and then whatever's left over after I've paid all my bills, I move to my Coho account, and that's my spending money. And that includes like paying for gas, paying for food out. You know, I paid my credit cards already, like, well, that's all settled. But anything else that is left for me to spend goes into the Coho account, which you can get if you're in Canada as well. This isn't sponsored by them, but I love using it. It forces me to save money, and I'll leave my referral link in the description below if you want to sign up. It's only for Canadians, just because, you know, banks don't really cross over. And yeah, anyway, so what it forces me to do is when I put that money in the account, I know that every day it's going to take like $11 for my RV account and $11 for my emergency fund. So if, like, if I leave money in there and I don't spend it, it automatically takes it and put it in the savings account. So I would like to be more consistent with that. Sometimes there's no money in there at all. But I would like to get to $500 combined between the two accounts before the end of 2020. It's easy enough to get to. I mean, I already have about $300 in there now as it is. So it's not that far off. I could very easily get to $500, but I want to just stop taking money out of my emergency fund to then pay for food or pay for whatever. And I would actually like to have $500 in my emergency fund. Yeah, so anyway, that's that goal. The last goal seems kind of silly and inconsequential, but to be honest, I'm very inconsistent at doing this, and I would like to be better, and I would like to get into a routine of doing it more. So I would like to post on 3 of my social media accounts. I have 4. I don't know why I have so many, but also I do know why. So I have my business account, which is like all of my Shopify information, e-commerce, like learning things, teaching things, right? And it's a very, very small account, and I would like to grow. So I think I went like the whole month of October or September without posting anything, and that's not cool. Your account only grows when you post stuff. So I would like to post there 4 times a week. Then my, let's call it creator account. My creator account is just my @ Danielle McAllister. I'll put it on the screen here for you guys, and you can follow me if you would like. That is the one that is linked with my YouTube. It's where I post the most, but I'm very inconsistent, and I will post like once a week, then I'll post like 5 times a week, and I would like to, on average, post about 4 times a week there. I know that I would grow a lot faster if I posted 7 days a week or even 5 days a week, but to be honest, I just don't have the content to do that, because most of my posts are about outfits. Most of them are quite vulnerable and talking about being fat and like the things I talk about here too, but sometimes I just don't have the energy for putting that out there, and I just want to have some fun, and so I don't feel like that's worthy of a feed post, you know? But that's just me, and I feel sometimes like I'm just speaking into a void and getting nothing back, and so sometimes you just have to put out things that'll motivate people to answer back, you know? So anyway, I want to post there 4 times a week. And then my other business account, which is my Rebellious Clove account, also you can follow it there if you are interested, is with all my recycled leather goods and all of my upcycled items. I would like to be posting there 4 times a week as well, because I am very inconsistent over there, where I will not post for like months at a time, and that's not okay either, because that is a source of income for me, and so sharing on there makes me money, and I would like my business to grow. So those are my goals. I'd love to hear if you guys have a goal that you want to reach before the end of the year, because like honestly 2020 has been kind of a shit show. Every time we make plans, they get dashed. Every time we decide we're going to do something, you know, the world is like, no. You know, things have been on fire. We've had protests that are completely worthy of happening this year and needed to happen probably a long time ago, but this was just a boiling point. We've had medical emergencies. I have had personal medical emergencies where I ended up in the hospital for a whole week, and you know, wasn't really able to do anything for a whole month, you know. Had surgery this year, you know, wasn't expecting that. My birthday was celebrated by going to the hospital. So like that's the kind of year. If we were to sum it up, I would say, let's just think. The middle of the year, or approximate middle of the year, is when my birthday is. It's July 16th, so not quite middle, but my birthday was celebrated being in pain with gallbladder pain, and then the next day being sent to the hospital to then spend a week in the hospital and get emergency surgery and a scope because there was a blockage in the bile duct before they could take out my gallbladder. So yes, that's really gross, and I assure you the things that I went through were also really gross. But I'm very happy I'm healthy now, and I'm very happy that I'm able to be still making content, that I'm able to be speaking up and doing all of these things, but I need to get back on track of growing my business and making new things and all of these things where we've all been sitting around going, oh, 2020. Like, I eventually, we just have to kind of realize that this is how life is going to be now, and we have to figure out a way to work with that, because we can't all just stop and stand still. Some people definitely, that's just like the only thing they have to do. That's the only option. But we have to move forward at some point and realize that this is our new reality, and we need to like live with it and figure out how to do things, accomplish things, while also staying home, wearing a mask, staying safe, social distancing, you know, all of those things. Like, for example, I think I said at the beginning of the year that I wasn't going to do any markets. I'm doing a market. I'm doing 2 actually in the next week. So both of them, one is completely virtual, where I uploaded my product listings, did all that stuff. And then the other one, I don't even have to be there. I take all my things, I set up the table, and they sell it for me. And at the end of the weekend, I come and pick up all my stuff. Pretty nice, right? It means there's less people in their store. They process all the payments, and then they just pay me afterwards. I like that a lot. I will report back and tell you how it went. And yeah, we'll see. 2 different types of markets, and 2 I've never done before. So I'm really excited to try them out. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. My battery is about to die on me, so I'm going to wrap this up. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. If you want to see more from me, subscribe, hang out. I'm going to try and make 2 videos a week for the rest of the year. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!